Hi, welcome to my review of Kick-Ass 2, directed by Jeff Wadlow, a film that once again follows Kick-Ass, only this time he takes on the wrath of supervillain, the Motherfucker.
A world full of superheroes, huh? Where do they get a load of me? I am gonna make Kick-Ass pay for what he did to my dad. Henceforth, I'll be known as the Motherfucker.
First, I do want to start by saying that I was a huge fan of Kick-Ass when it first came out in 2010. It was by far one of my favorite films of that year. It was funny, it was clever, and it had a great story with relatable characters in it. And one of the main reasons for Kick-Ass being such of high quality was because of director Matthew Vaughn, who in the past few years has proven to be a very fine filmmaker. So when I heard he wouldn't be returning, I became very nervous. And when I heard that Jeff Wadlow would be filling in, I became even more nervous because I presume a project like Kick-Ass would be a great chore to pull off. Now, I will admit I've never actually seen a film by him, but by looking at his filmography, he doesn't exactly have the best track record. Plus, if you're someone who keeps up with sites like Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic, you may have noticed that Kick-Ass 2 does not have a positive rating on either of those sites. So I guess the question is, do I agree with those ratings? And I'm so relieved to tell you that I don't. I'm going to tell you right now though, Kick-Ass 2 is nowhere near as good as its predecessor, but that's okay because Kick-Ass is a film I would rank pretty high on my list of comic book based movies. Although Kick-Ass 2 is pretty damn far from perfect, it is a fun film that I believe anyone who was a fan of the first one will enjoy. It is funny, it does have some clever dialogue, and it does have a compelling story with some compelling themes. It's got some pretty neat action scenes, and I really loved how the film's climax paid homage to one of my personal favorite films. And when I say that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you see it. As for the problems, like I suggested, in comparison to the first one, the film does fall a little flat in the writing. Some of the characters didn't seem as fleshed out as they were in the previous film, so therefore some of the acting isn't as good either. There is a subplot that appears in the first half of the film with Grace Moretz's character Hit Girl, and to be totally honest with you, I'm a bit mixed on this. Part of me liked it because it did have a nice little message embedded within it. However, these scenes felt a little out of place and made me feel like I was watching Mean Girls or something similar to that. It was a little weird. However, I do want to say I thought Grace Moretz and Aaron Taylor Johnson did do a good job for what they were given, but if there is a performance that I thought was a bit underwhelming, would be Jim Carrey's. Just so you know, I am a fan of Jim Carrey, so when I saw him in the trailer, I did get excited because the trailer made it look as if he were going to be the life of the party, but unfortunately, he's not. Now, that's probably more on me than anything. He is good in this, but I just wanted everyone to know. Now, if there is a life of the party, that would probably be Christopher Mintz-Plasse as the Motherfucker. I'll just leave it at that. Overall, for what Kick-Ass 2 is, I did enjoy it. I'm going to give Kick-Ass 2 a high 3 out of 5. I'm Colyn Kirkland, and thanks for watching.